when I first went keto and carnivore, I got a lot of cravings for sugars, chocolate and whatever, just the most intense sort of unhealthy things you can imagine. This mainly had happened with carnivore in the first couple of days, and then when I transitioned over to keto eventually as part of my experiments, same thing was happening, probably not as quite as intense as the carnivore cravings, but it's still there. So I was told about fat bombs by a friend of mine and tried them out. I had to experiment quite a bit because of the histamine intolerance. It's quite difficult for me to find ingredients that work in them. Surprisingly, coconut oil works really well for me. I thought I would react to it, but it seems okay. So when I started using these fat bombs, basically had no more issues with cravings. Would just have a few of those until basically had a few of those whenever I had the cravings, and generally the cravings would go away. And I mean, it's not a forever solution. Eventually, the cravings for sugars will disappear and just be happy with the standard keto carnivore foods. But yeah, so I experiment quite a bit. The best ones that I found, the way I make it is I get about three or whatever tablespoons of peanut butter, smooth peanut butter, nothing added, just peanuts, and I get the same amount of coconut oil. Mix that up, put that in the microwave for about 30 seconds, mix it up as much as possible. Then I add in the artificial sweetener. Be careful here. I was experimenting with stevia for a fair while, but I had a lot of issues with it. Insulin, hunger, all these issues. I'll make another video about that later. But the best one that I've found is erythritol, I believe it's called. It is a natural, I think it's from fruits. And it's quite good tasting, better than stevia anyway. So these aren't ideal using these artificial sweeteners, but I mean they're a good tool to assist with these cravings at the early stages. So yeah, so then after I've mixed it up, put in the sweetener, I don't know, probably about a teaspoon or so. I put it in the freezer for about an hour. Actually, no, before I put it in the freezer, I'll put some coconut shavings in it, and then I'll put it in some of those little ice trays. So I'll put it in the ice tray, so they divide it into little portions, and then I put it into the freezer for about an hour, eat the rest of my OMAD meal, and then at the end of it, they're ready, and I eat as many of those as I need to until I'm satiated. Obviously a temporary solution, but I mean, it works really well. Thanks, guys.